Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala Rasulillah. Hello and welcome my dear students, third prep, second term. وختام نطق الكلمات مع lessons 5 and 6 unit 12. Listen and repeat. بالتأكيد definitely محتمل أو وارد likely ذاتي القيادة أو بدون سائق driverless طائرة بدون طيار drone محرك engine السيارة الطائرة flying car راكب أو مسافر passenger إشارات الطريق road signs مفاتيح التحكم controls القانون law جهاز device يوافق agree يرفض disagree سلبي negative وعكسها positive جاي لنا الوقت ربما perhaps إيجابي positive شقق سكنية ذكية smart apartments تماما أو كليا completely يناسب أو يلائم match والماضي matched حل answer أكثر ازدحاما busier طائرة مروحية helicopter في الحقيقة in fact يؤثر على affect المفترض A وليس E affect AFFECT والماضي affected خلي بالنا يا شباب يؤثر على بالA وليس بالE أما تأثير effect هي اللي بالإي شركة company يقدم introduce والماضي introduced يهبط land والماضي landed مزعج noisy يختبر أو اختبار test ولو verb يبقى ماضيها tested يطور develop والماضي developed سباق race conjugation of irregular verbs يسمع hear heard يعتقد think thought حدث speak spoken يطير fly flew flown Study these definitions. Definitely بالتأكيد certainly or without doubt will be silent doubt low وننطقها low وليست low منخفض لكن دي low the rules that people in a country or place must follow اللي هي القانون likely محتمل أو وارد probably going to happen or probably true probably almost certain control the ability to make something do what you want collocations يصدر قانونا make a law يسبب تلوثا أقل make less pollution يتأكد make sure يقوم بإجراء اختبارات do testing listening Amal is talking to Huda Amal, what do you think our city will be like in 2050 Huda? Hi Amal Well, I think there will definitely be more people in our city. Amel, so will there be lots of smart new apartments in the city center for them to live in? Huda, I'm not sure. Amel, really? Why not? Huda, there might be some new apartments in the city center, but these could be very expensive. Amel, so where will everyone live? Nobody will leave school at 18. What do you think? Lena, I don't think so. I don't think so. Some people will find the university too difficult. They will learn different skills instead. Aya, yes, I agree. 2. All cars will be driverless. Nobody will be able to drive their own car anymore. Lena, I'm not sure. There will definitely be driverless cars, but there will probably be normal cars too. What do you think? Aya, yes, I agree. There might be a few normal cars that important people can drive. Last question. All energy will be from the sun. Lena, I think that's very likely, don't you? Aya, well, I'm sure that we will all use renewable energy, but perhaps there will be other forms of energy, such as wind. Reading A Technology That Will Change Our Lives by Munir Usman. How will driverless improve our lives? In the future, driverless cars will change all of our lives. We will be able to travel anywhere without touching the controls or even looking at the road. Driverless cars will also be better for the environment because they will be electric. What problems do we still need solutions for? However, there are still some problems. Car companies will have to do lots of testing to make sure that the cars are completely safe. We will also have to make new laws, and we might even have to change some of our road signs so that the car's computers can read them. When will driverless cars be on our roads? So when will we be able to travel in driverless cars? Some experts believe that we will have to wait until 2030 at the earliest. Others think that driverless cars will be here much sooner, but may still need people at the controls to begin with. How does the writer feel about driverless cars? It's impossible to know who is correct, but we can be sure of one thing. Driverless cars will be part of our future. I'm looking forward to taking my first journey in one. Flying cars. For this week's project, I researched flying cars. We now have the technology that will be able to make flying cars. In fact, engineers think that flying cars will be more like helicopters than planes. That is because helicopters can take off from small areas in cities. They will use electricity because electric engines are not very noisy. Although there are difficulties, flying cars might be the answer to a lot of problems. Cities are becoming busier, and traffic on the ground is becoming worse. If there were flying cars, people could fly to work from far away. They would not have to live in big cities. Flying cars could land on the roofs of buildings, and that would mean more space in the streets for people to enjoy. Electric flying cars would make less pollution too. Already, a company in Germany has developed a flying taxi. It will be able to carry one passenger and might start flying in 2022. However, journeys will be very expensive. People also worry that flying cars might not be very safe. If there were a lot of flying cars above a city, it could be very dangerous. For example, what would they do in bad weather or if there were a lot of birds? And what about planes? In conclusion, we already have the technology to make drones and other things that can fly. I think that's very likely we will see flying cars in the future. In the future, I think there will be new types of transports that we will be able to travel everywhere faster. This means we will be able to save time and do more things in a day. Magda, it's important to help protect the environment, but we won't be able to get all of our energy from solar farms and wind turbines for many years. We will need to build more of them. We will also need more cycle lanes in cities so people will be able to travel without using energy at all. Fares. I'm sure that in the future we will be able to send some spacecraft into space, but the planets in our solar system are too far away for people to travel to. So astronauts won't be able to visit them. Nasr. Important expressions and prepositions. يتبع قواعد follow rules على أقرب تقدير at the earliest الخلاصة in conclusion يتطلع إلى look forward to حتى سنة 2030 until 2030 طوال حياتنا all our lives يشعر تجاه feel about أفضل لي better for أقلع الطائرة take off بشكل مبدئي to begin with سوف تبدو المدينة the city will be like على الطرق on roads وسط المدينة center of the city يبدو مختلف تماما look completely different Thanks a lot.